Wishing the family a black-tastic revolutionary RBG greeting today. Today is May 19th, 2024. It is the 99th birthday or life affirmation, heavenly observation celebration of the one and only A.L.L Malik Shabazz, also known as Brother Malcolm X, Brother Malcolm, Detroit Red, whatever. This is his day. It should be people say it should be a national holiday. You know, you got some places that acknowledge and celebrate Brother Malcolm's day, call it Malcolm Day. And the thing about it is, I'm tired of this celebrating. Let's finish the work that this brother gave his life for, that he sacrificed for, so our people can finally be free. This is Brother Ron, also known as R2C2H2, the Artivist. This is We All Be Living History. The no group think zone. I just want to share some thoughts right quick on Brother Malcolm Day, because next year will be the 100th anniversary of the birth of the man who was revolutionary but gangster. The one and only Brother Malcolm X, a true humanitarian, man. And I want to just, Brother Ron, please support the movement, man. Subscribe to the new home of We All Be TV, which is rumble.com/WeAllBeTV, which is rumble.com/WeAllBeTV. And all you YouTube people, we're going to move the channel from our original location to youtube.com/WeAllBeTV. That's youtube.com/WeAllBeTV. I refuse to be silenced. I am a Taurus. This is Taurus season. Brother Malcolm refuses to be silenced. Even some, about 59 years after his death, he refused to be quiet, because you could kill, or you get rid of a dreamer, you can't destroy the dream. You can get rid of a revolutionary, but you can't stop the revolution. Like to paraphrase Brother Malcolm, the Negro Revolution is controlled by foxy white liberals and the government, but the Black Revolution is controlled by God Almighty, the universal God. So always remember, sometimes we take losses, but losses don't have to be a loss. It could be a learn, and let's learn from Brother Malcolm. Sometimes, like John Henry Clark, a Malcolmite and a fellow who helped Brother Malcolm while he was living. He said, you must bury the man and continue to plan. Bury the man and continue to plan. Bury the man and continue to plan. So I want to talk about Brother Malcolm. I'm tired of y'all so-called Malcolmites. Y'all quote him, fancy phrases by any means necessary, of course. But can you name your favorite Malcolm speech? Prospects for Freedom, Battle Over the Bullet, Message to the Grassroots, and so many more. But don't tell me you love Malcolm when the things that Malcolm talked about, like, still goes on today. You cannot tell me you love Malcolm when you talk about the police misconduct, police brutality, but yet you do nothing. Brother Malcolm in his lifetime not only did he talk about or analyze the situation, he tried to do something about the situation. Look up some Malcolm X narratives. Malcolm wanted to go to war with the LAPD back in the day. Malcolm wanted to go to war with Los Angeles Police Department, which is notorious. It has a notorious reputation for undermining the humanity of black folk. I ain't gonna say people of color, I'm talking about black people, because nobody catches hell like a black person. You understand? You understand? Like, nobody gets chastised or belittled or disrespected more than black people. And the reason why, because we don't follow the model of Malcolm. We don't analyze the situation, and we're not serious about committing to a solution. But he wanted to do guerrilla warfare with the LAPD for the violation of their mosque or temple. The LAPD came in there and raided their temple or mosque, no dating. Also, they killed a good brother at the mosque. I believe his name was Ronald Stokes. That's his government's name was Ronald Stokes, I believe. And he was killed in cold blood by the LAPD, and Malcolm wanted blood, eye for an eye. But Elijah Muhammad, come, brother Malcolm, come down, brother. Come down, brother. Don't burn down the whole house. Come down, brother. No disrespect. This is like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad made the most universal God be pleased with him. He's another misunderstood righteous ancestor, in my opinion, and a lot of people's opinions. But anyway, I'm at the brother Malcolm. Don't tell me that you love Malcolm when the things that Malcolm hated and stood against still hold sway over the people. Don't tell me you love Malcolm when you are willing to bleed for everybody else's prospects and freedoms, and you won't bleed for yourself. Like the paraphrase brother Malcolm, you bleed in Korea, but you won't bleed in Mississippi for your own people. You'll bleed for Uncle Sam, but you won't bleed for Auntie Samantha. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to get our priorities in order. We got to really understood what Malcolm was about. Just don't go by the Spike Lee movie. And it's like, Spike Lee movie was great about brother Malcolm. Denzel did a phenomenal job. But fact is always better than fiction. If you tell the truth about black people, black history is better than any Hollywood movie, any science fiction movie, any superhero or shero movie. If you tell the truth about who we are as a people, it's hard to believe. But like what Tupac said, you know, be the rose that grew from the concrete. Be the one that they didn't expect coming. They did all they could to stop the coming of more Malcolms. You know, J. Edgar Hoover had a plan called the Black Messiah thing, where he talks about, you know, eliminating, neutralizing black messiahs. And the FBI was built upon the neutralization of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Some of the first black FBI agents were hired to neutralize Marcus Garvey, to infiltrate his organization, and to neutralize Marcus Garvey. Look up James Wormley Jones, also known as Agent 800. Thank me later. That should be a movie. Talking about some Judas and the Black Messiah. But anyway, brother Malcolm was also compromised by the state. You know, brother Malcolm, chief bodyguard was Gene Roberts, or Eugene. I think Gene Roberts was undercover NYPD. There was a guy that's in that picture trying to give brother Malcolm mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, excuse me. And also the secretary, the national secretary for the Nation of Islam, John A.L.L, was also known as an FBI asset according to different sources. One great book I would tell people to read is The Judas Factor by Carl Evans, that came out around the same time as the movie, and it's worth a read. And also look up Louis Lomax. That's another great journalist who was on the case about the neutralization of brother Malcolm, and also brother Dr. King, brother Martin, or brother Michael, but he was killed or neutralized in a one-car accident out west. Brakes gave out on him. They said it was an accident. I don't believe in accidents. I don't believe in, like the Iranian president and the foreign minister is missing in a so-called helicopter crash. I don't believe in coincidences. I don't believe in accidents. You're gonna find out this summer. We are in World War III. You know, places I wouldn't go is the Olympics, and also to the Chicago during the time of the Democratic Convention. Y'all been warned. I would not mess with those places. Stay away from large crowds as much as you can. But like, I love brother Malcolm. The government neutralized brother Malcolm. As I told you before, look at all the things and pieces was in play, but the blueprint was what they did to Marcus Mosiah Garvey. It's not a coincidence that brother Malcolm's parents were proud Garveyites and followers and revolutionaries in their own right and activists. So the fruit don't fall too far to the tree, from the tree, excuse me. But also give a shout out to my righteous ancestors, my cousin in blood, the late great revolutionary but gangster Julian Mayfield, and his revolutionary but gangster wifey, the wife, Dr. Anna Livia Cordaro. Righteous ancestors that loved Malcolm in life. I never knew what my affinity or kinship with Malcolm was, but it's based on family matters. Real family matters. No Drake, no Kendrick Lamar beef. But my cousins, when they were living in Ghana, my cousin Julian Mayfield, look him up. He was the speechwriter for Kwame Nkrumah, who was the president of Ghana, and his wife was the personal physician for Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois. She also saved the life of Maya Angelou, another family friend and a close associate of Malcolm, and also a family friend of my cousins. She saved the life of her son when he was hurt seriously in a motorcycle accident in Africa. There are pictures of brother Malcolm with my cousins, and when he came to Ghana, he used to stay with them. He used to stay with them. They my people, man. Don't try to tell y'all don't know Brother Ron like that. You know what I'm saying? I got real revolutionaries in my family. So look them up, take a look, it's all online. But getting back to Malcolm, we need to do the real work of like the stuff he outlined. We need to grow up politically. We need to politically mature as a people. He told y'all about voting. So y'all believe Joe Biden is Malcolm X. But Malcolm told you not to do what Joe Biden told you to do. If you are black, you don't vote Democrat. If you are black, you don't vote Democrat. Not loyally anyway. You got to look at both sides of the coin or both sides of the same coin on the same side. I don't know, I'm getting mixed up, but what I'm saying is you got to be more astute. We got to start buying these people. We got to start grooming our politicians and public servants. We got to start hitting them with agendas. We got to start controlling their whole careers in order to get something out for the people. There ain't no other group of people that are more shame about voting or not voting than black people. Nobody is hold to that really ridiculous thing. They'll tell you that your people died for voting rights, but they died for freedom. They died for respect. And that's important to acknowledge and realize. With that, thank y'all so much, family, for listening to me. In the words of Duke Ellington, we love you madly. In the words of Brother Ron, keep on producing and pushing. And please, connect us out there. Connect with us. Amplify what we're doing. Amplify what we got going on. This is a movement. Baba Dick Gregory said, I must be the feeder. So feed the feeder so y'all can feed y'all. That's very important because it's going to be a hot run summer. A hot run summer coming up. And we all be in it to win it. Take care. One love.